First new breaking news from Pearl tonight. A Pearl police officer is seriously hurt in a car crash. Police Chief Nick McClendon says it happened on Highway 80 near Biederman Road. You can see where the police cruiser is flipped upside down. Chief McClendon says the officer was responding to a call for service. Now, the officer was taken to UMMC for treatment. First responders are actively working the scene. You should expect delays and use caution in the area. McClendon added, "We ask for your prayers for our injured officer, their family, and all involved." He also said our department is standing firmly with them.